Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UTEP's offense will be first on the attack. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Miners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense.
There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Need. Fires toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Touchdown. One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Miners want to pick up the tempo. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports when you get picked.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Great place to start for this offense. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll run the sneak for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Miners will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
The Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, low on the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. The biggest prop. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Touchdown, UTEP! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over UCF. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Need. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Akbar. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Akbar. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Brings up 2nd down.
Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Need. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun. Wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Fernandez. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll rush to the line, clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fernandez. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Pettis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Miners in the hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. Finds his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Miners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Pettis. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for some... more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quarterback making checks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Need. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Creates a little room. Into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To throw, it's Need. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season. Third down, doesn't convert this time. They bring the punter onto the field now.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. The Miners want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And now this offense will take the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Booth. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Need. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fouls through the defense. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Need. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got the quick pass. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs into 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender.
Ball carried by the running back. Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Miners headed quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Miners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll keep it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Firing to the right, complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having to lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Need. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the...
Going for the big play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Sampson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he added the extra point. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it